Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hideous Ambition. Let's say chapter 8, I think we're on chapter 8. So let me pull up my choices because I always make those go away for some reason. I don't understand why. Well, that scared me. I'm tabbed out. Well, not tabbed out, but I don't have my OBS in front of me. So I'm like trying to find my history. I usually get rid of all the tabs whenever my computer's being stupid. To like, I don't know, make it behave better. But I forget to put it back. I think we're on chapter 8, right? There's a save file on this one. So I had the website pulled up in front of my OBS. And then she screamed in my ear. I was like, no. So I went back and just set to see where we were because it's been what 4 days since the last episode. They got in trouble for staying out and drinking and passing out, and they both got cleanup duty or something. And then Lustin teased her again. Oh, and Yuriana thinks that there's something going on with her and Lustin too. But why are you screaming? I know, right? That morning started with a shatter. What is wrong with you? It was Yuriana. Oh, Yuriana's favorite mug. Oh, she broke it. She collected cute dinnerware, but as long as I've lived in the storm, I've never seen her use any mug but that one. It broke. Are you alright? Yuriana crouched down and started to pick up the pieces. I know how you feel, Yuriana. I bought some friends' glass bugs, and my cat decided that they belonged in the floor. I have 4 cats, but one of them drives me insane. Like, to the border of, like, I don't like this cat anymore. I know that's, like, bad of me to say. I'm a bad person, a bad owner for saying I don't like my pets, but he's the youngest one. He's the only boy, and he is the most mischievous, stubborn, and mean cat. Like, not mean to people, he's mean to the other 3 girl cats. He's a huge bully to them. And I say he's mischievous because if he wants something in the floor, he puts it in the floor. So I can't leave stuff on my table anymore. It just ends up in the floor, especially cups. And these cups are glass and they're big and round. And I cleaned them one day and he just hit it into the floor, thinking that's where it belonged, and shattered it. And I don't remember which one it was. It might have been the Ross one that says like pivot on it. Or it might have been the Joey one, how you doing? I don't know which one it was, but I liked it. It wasn't my favorite one, but I did like it, and I was so upset that he did that. That my biggest pet peeve of this cat is throwing stuff in the floor. Although the girl cat that is around the same age as my boy, the white one that looks just like him, like I do consider her my baby. Like I do have a favorite cat. She gets special attention. She's the only one that'll come cuddle with me though, so that's why she gets special attention. Anyway, she crouched down and started picking up the pieces.
大丈夫。平気。でも、割っちゃった。私のバカ。
Yuriana looked more depressed than I expected. She sighed repeatedly as she gathered the broken fragments.
やだな。もう。
Tone and expression were unforgettable. It's unfortunate about your mug.
朝からうるさくしてごめんね。
I don't mind at all. Yuriana, didn't you really like that one?
実はあれ。あっ
The sudden ringing caused all of the other students to be alert. What's this? This isn't the usual bell, is it? Is it the war bell?
出撃だよ。
Oh, guess not. Huh?
そうだよね。初めて聞くよね。
Oh, okay.
これはどこかで戦が起こって、私たちがそこに出撃するってお知らせ。
Yeah, they are going to go out to war. She acts all casual.
はあ、でも多分小規模なものだと思う。西側に大きな動きがあるとは聞いてないし、またうちの国かも。とにかく部屋に戻って準備しよう。
Okay. An hour after we equipped our armor, Yuriana arrived at the garden. I hope the armor doesn't look weird. It was my first time wearing the armor issued by Nirvana along with the uniform.
お、鎧姿初めて見た。それもいいね。
I know, he looks cool too. I didn't get to see him the last time because I was so focused on, I think, Abel's. I don't even remember anymore. Thanks. Of course, everyone else was in armor too. That made everything all the more serious, and the joking around had me tensing up. Lustin complimented me, but I could barely give a weak smile in return.
一応正式な出撃はこれが初めてなんだよな。でも大丈夫だと思うよ。いつも通りダグロートあたりの小競り合いの鎮圧さ。
I just noticed his armor is like a shield on his shoulder and an arm guard, and that's like it. He just took off his jacket and put on a couple of arm guards.
ああ、やっぱりうちなんだ。
さっきちらっと教官たちが話してるのを聞いた限りでは、ダグロート内ではないらしいけど。国境付近は特に小さい村同士のいさかいが大きいから、それじゃないか。
うちの国境？
Despite my nervousness, everyone else's conversations were the same as in class. It seemed everyone was used to it.
あ、レオニダスが来たな。じゃ、また。
When the instructors arrived, the chatter stopped immediately.
よし、集まってるな。
The students stood up to salute.
今回の出撃先はダグロート付近の商村になる。かなり小規模なものだが、現在ダグロート正規軍は国内の別の反乱の方に向かっており、ニルバーナに鎮圧要請があった。
I see, so things like that happen. Seems Diagroth does have many wars. I look at Yuriana, who had a wry smile.
なお、戦況によっては負傷者の救出を優先させる可能性もある。その場合は衛生班でなくとも可能な限り協力するように。
はい。
では移動する。
That signal, Abel took a step forward. All the students followed him and got into formation without being told.
じゃあ、私は第一隊だから先に行くね。
Yeah, see you over there. Where am I supposed to go? Where are the medics? I know, she was in the first group, so she said. Abel's route. Instructor Maya tapped my shoulder when I was wandering around.
あなたは一応まだ衛生班に。
Oh, right. I turned around and saw Nikkei waving at me slightly.
さっきのあのグスタフ教官の件を無視しているわけではないわ。あなたを通常の隊に組み込む価値は十分あるとは認識している。ただ今回はおそらく戦闘は少ないだろうという見解なの。だからとりあえず形式上は衛生班で。ただ現地の状況次第では他の隊と行動を共にすることもあるかもしれないわ。向こうでの指示に従ってちょうだい。
Understood. I rode in a carriage much larger than the one I took to Azul and Diagroth, and with that in mind, I was set off to my first battlefield. Kay wasn't sitting next to me, so I listened to the others talk. They were all lively, much like those in the cafeteria and classrooms. I didn't feel like we were going to war. I guess everyone is just so used to this. Deep in my mind, I was still scarred by the flames of war that attacked my village.
やはりもう撤退した後か。
By the time we all arrived at the village, the battle was already ended.
ここ六花村だよね。
Yuriana, do you know this village? Oh, is this hers? Yuriana seemed to lose her balance. Her face was pale and her lips quivered. Yuriana, what's the...
嘘でしょ。こんなのありえない。
What's wrong? Do you know someone from...
ここユアンの村なの。
Oh, is that her boyfriend? I looked around me. As Abel said, the enemies were already gone. What remained of the village was still on fire, casting dark shadows.
いつもユアンが来てくれたから。私はここに数回しか来たことなかったけど、間違いない。
Yuriana. It was the first time I heard that name, but from Yuriana's expression, I can deduce that it was her boyfriend.
2体以降は数名ずつに分かれて生存者を探せ。ニルバーナにて保護する。
Abel gave the orders and the students immediately jumped into action.
一体は念のため街道方面の見回りに出るぞ。不審なものを見つけた場合は殺害せずに捕獲しろ。
はーい。
Lessa smiled at me before running off swiftly. Oh. He peered at Yuriana's face.
どうした？まさか具合でも悪いのか？
No, it's just that...
アベル、お願いがある。私も村に残らせて。見つけなきゃいけない人がいるの。
どういうことだ？お前はこのロカ村の出身だったか？
Yuriana shook her head slightly.
なら
Abel though stopped himself as if he realized something.
了解した。お前はここに残り、負傷者の回収に努めろ。
After saying that, Abel turned to leave. Yuriana, are you alright?
大丈夫。しっかりしないとね。
He'll be fine. Let's look for him together.
うん。
You know where Juan's house is?
村外れなの。今から行ってみる。
But Juan wasn't there. No one seemed to have gone through, so it's unlikely he was attacked at home. After returning to the town square from Juan's home, many of the wounded were gathered by the stacked up debris. Nikkei was treating them all.
ニケ、生存者はこれで全員なの？
まだパシュと朝香たちが戻ってないから全員じゃないよ。
行ってくる。
Oh, Yuriana. I thought I understood how Yuriana felt, but it was our mission to find as many survivors and wounded as possible. In the brief moment that I was perplexed at the thought, Yuriana had ran off.
ユリアナ、どうかしたの？
Well, it seems like her boyfriend lives in this village.
え？
Alright. Chase after her too. First we're going to stay here. I looked at Nikkei and the other medics. Though they had never showed up to the meetings, they seemed competent during missions. Nikkei, let me help out. What should I do?
え？ユリアナ一人で大丈夫？
Of course, I'm worried about her, but my mission is to help those who are injured.
そっか。
Nikkei gave me a resigned smile.
とにかく一人でも早く応急手当てをしてあげたいんだ。そこに道具があるから水を汲んできて消毒をお願いできる？
Sure, got it. I thought I knew how to dress wounds, but doing it under pressure was not the same. The injured reminded me of my village, which was painful. I hope he'll be found. I was treating wounds next to Decay when Pasha's group returned. Pash, did you see Yuriana?
ユリアナ？いや、
Yuriana then ran to us from the opposite way. Yuriana. Okay, let's see if that made sense again. My new controller has noisy buttons. Chase after her. Okay, I'm really worried. Can I go check on her?
大丈夫。行っておいでよ。
Thanks, I'll come back to help soon. Yuriana, where is she? I saw Pasha's company ahead, but Yuriana was nowhere in sight. Pash, have you seen Yuriana?
いや、
Thanks. I desperately searched for Yuriana in the unfamiliar village. The smoke had made it hard to see, so it was harder to find her. Maybe I should head back. I've got my own mission to do. I rejoined Decay and treated the wounded with the other medics. They barely showed up to the meetings, but they seemed to come through for missions. Though I knew how to dress wounds, doing so under pressure was not the same. The injury reminded me of my village, which was painful. I hope he'll be found. Oh, skip ahead. Yuriana.
パッシュ、生存者は
ゼロ。
ゼロ？
Icy seem happy about that.
まだ朝方たちは戻ってないよね。見に行ってくる。
どうしたんだ？あいつどうしてあんなに。
This village, it's where Yuriana's boyfriend lives. He was among the survivors, so
そうだったんだ。
Ash looked back the way he came from.
うん。軽はずみなこと言いたかないけど、彼氏って俺たちと多分同じくらいの年だよな。
I've never met him, but probably
家はどんな感じだった？
totally fine.
だったら運よく逃げたってこともあるんじゃないかな。野郎なら必死で走れば逃げ切れたりすることもある。特にこの辺りは周囲に深い森も多いし、そいつの他にも逃げたやつはいると思うんだよね。
だよね。僕もそう思う。まあこの後ユリアナが見つける可能性もゼロではないわけなんだけど。
Nikkei?
ごめん。つい任務モードで。
あとはほら、もしかしたらどこかに旅行に行ってるとか。
Yeah, I hope that's the case.
「お願いします、レオニダス教官。私の知人が見つからないんです。もう少しここで探させてください。」
ダメだ。
お願いします。あと少し。
The search of Roka village lasted all night. All survivors were rescued, but those who perished were gathered in one place for cremation, and Yuriana's boyfriend wasn't among them.
もう任務は終了だぞ。
I mean, if he's not a survivor and he's not in the pile of the deceased, she should be happy, right? Because, I mean, he's not there, but he's not dead either, right? So he escaped. I mean, if they searched all night, I'm sure they found every trapped person they could find.
教官、だったら私だけ残らせ。
ユリアナ、自分の立場をわきまえろ。お前はニルバーナの生徒なんだぞ。 市場で行動するんじゃない。祈祷する。
Yuriana had a blank look as I helped her up. Yuriana, it's going to be okay. I suspicion that if they didn't find his body, he's probably escaped.
私もそう信じてるんだけど。
Yuriana looked exhausted as she pushed her disheveled hair back.
昨日の朝割れたあのカップね。ユアンとお揃いなんだ。偶然だよね。たまたま私が手を滑らせただけで偶然ふらっとどこかの町の図書館に行ったりしちゃう人だから、きっと今頃何も知らないで本読みながら寝て。
Yuriana. A full 2 days had passed since we returned from Broca Village. Life at Nirvana resumed as if war had never happened, except for Yuriana.
彼女、これから俺とランチに行かない？
Lustin says, Lustin as always with me. Oh. He patted me on the shoulder right after I bought some of Yuriana's favorite cheese scones in town.
あれ？もしかして機嫌悪い？っていうか、その袋、もう昼飯買っちゃった？
Oh, he seems disappointed. Sorry, no, I'm fine. It's just that I told Lustin about Yuriana.
そうか。ユリアナの彼氏ってあそこの村だったのか。
Yeah. She's attending class, but she's completely lost her appetite. She hasn't been sleeping at all either. I don't know what to say to her. She says she's fine, but I know she isn't. I asked if she wanted to join me in town for lunch, but she said no. But at the very least, I thought I'd bring her back her favorite scones. I gently shook the paper bag I was holding.
じゃあ、飯はまだ？
No.
ちょっと待ってて。
Lustin? I know. Where's he going? He was buying something from a nearby stall.
お待たせ。はい、これどうぞ。これ、俺の国の食べ物でさ、ケバブサンドっての。うまいよ。食べてみて。
But you bought me a gelato the other day.
まあまあ、友達を心配して落ち込んでる仲間に、これくらいの優しさはいいだろ。
Comfort my friend who's worried about her friend. I think you just want to buy her lunch. Friend.
そうそう。ニルバーナ的な意味でも、真夜中のお役目的な意味でも。
Oh. His words touched my heart deeply, warming it instantly.
それに、もう2つ買っちゃったし。な。
Alright, thank you, but next time you have to let me treat you to something.
楽しみにしてる。
That's cute. It's happy. Her cheeks are full. We leaned against the wall as we started eating the kebab sandwiches. It was my first time trying one, but the thoroughly roasted mutton and the sweet and spicy sauce was delicious.
口にあったようで何より。それにしても、前から思ってたんだけど、あんた、いい顔して食べるな。
I'm gonna make her blush now. I couldn't respond. I had just taken another bite of the sandwich.
褒めてるんだからな。
Yeah. Well, Lustin seems to be in a good mood, so whatever. Lustin seemed to be humming as he enjoyed his sandwich. Speaking of which, he looked the same last time we had gelato too. But what do I look like when I eat? I don't think I look that weird, but...
ここさ、うちの国の料理とかお菓子もいろいろ売ってるんだけどさ、俺これが一番好きなんだよね。
I like this too. Not a save yet, so we're gonna say, oh, is that so? Oh, that's so.
さすがはミルベリアの王都って感じだよな。
Lunchtime amid the street was crowded. The people buying all sorts of food as they walked along the street happily reminded me of how different the scene at Taroka village was. No one was fleeing for their lives or screaming in pain.
そうそう。それでさっきの話の続きなんだけどさ。
ん？
ユリアナの彼氏のこと。俺の予想では、とりあえず生きてはいると思う。
I'm going to take a chance and say we can go back up. I still have the Abel scene back in the back of my mind where one of these incidents just did not meet up at all for like a really long time.
ここさ、うちの国の料理とかお菓子もいろいろ売ってるんだけどさ。俺これが一番好きなんだよね。
Okay, we're going to say I like this too. I think this is delicious too. I like it.
え？そう？
Yeah, I want to eat one again.
そうか。そう言ってもらえると俺も嬉しいよ。
He smiled so joyfully that the back of my ear suddenly felt hot. Why am I flustered? Because he was genuinely happy. Like I can hear it in his voice. I should admit that the street was crowded. 1, 2, okay. He thinks that he really is alive. Really?
俺たちはさ、あの時は街道の方に行ってたろ？でも特に抵抗したような跡も結婚も見つかりはしなかった。あの村のあたりはずっとああいう小競り合いが続いてるらしくて、そもそも非戦闘の村民はあらかじめもう避難してたんじゃないかって思う。
Evacuated then.
ただまあ、それとは別にユリアナの彼氏は奴隷商に捕まった可能性もある。俺はむしろそっちの方が心配だ。
Slave trader. The relief was fleeting. The words were unfamiliar and frightening. I stared at Lustin.
混乱している戦場に忍び込んで軽傷の人間をさらう専門のやつらもいるんだ。若い男は船の漕ぎ手なんかに重宝されるから。
Chip? Then that would mean he's already on another continent.
いや、そんなに早くはないさ。もしかしたら港の倉庫の奥に転がされてるかも。
This is where the midnight team's going to come in and go investigate.
城下の奴隷商ならつてがある。探ってみるよ。なんといっても俺は城下一有名な暁の鷹のお頭だからな。
Oh. Lustin smiled playfully.
だからあんたはとりあえずユリアナを励ましてそいつの無事を祈ってろ。
Thank you, Lustin. I felt like I just gained a powerful ally. I wanted Yuriana to cheer up, but I was also worried about her boyfriend. Many issues were still unsolved, but Lustin's help lightened the load. That's right. The sandwich reminded me of something. Lustin's country food. Lustin's. I wonder if it's fine to ask about Lustin's older brother or about Vihazard. I want to know more about Lustin. I'm going to create a save file here. Save. I'm going to save over Abel's, probably. Alright. And we're going to ask about Vihazard. I can ask just a little bit, right? In the end, I decided to ask him. Lustin, this is unrelated, but...
Hmm?
What kind of place is Vihazard? Sorry, I asked so suddenly. I guess that was a weird question.
いやいや、そうじゃなくて。驚いたのは本当だけど、悪い方じゃないんだよ。
He's surprised that you want to know more about him, right?
俺の国に興味持ってくれたんだなって、そういう嬉しい驚きだよ。
Yeah, see? It didn't seem like he was lying, but why did that gasp sound painful? Maybe I'm overthinking it?
俺の国は アスールに少し似てるよ。近いしね。
Then it must be a wonderful country.
ああ。あそこに生まれて育ってよかったと思ってる。
Lustin didn't look nervous at all when he said that. I guess I'm just overthinking.
アスールほどじゃないけど、宝石はいろいろ出るし、何より魔法に頼らなくても本物の水源がある。きっとあんたも気に入るんじゃないかな。
I'd love to visit someday.
まあうちは基本平和だし、ニルバーナ経由で来ることは多分ないだろうな。
Oh.
でもあんたが来たいならいつか連れてってやるよ。
は？
楽しみにしてろよ。
Look forward to it. Sure. It was a bit strange that I felt bashful when I heard that, but I couldn't help it. I felt so happy. But it's so strange. Why do I want to know more about Lustin? I never really felt this way before. I enjoy being around him, and I want to... Oh. I was surprised at the sudden emotion I felt, and I almost dropped my sandwich. Don't do that.
おい、どうかしたのか？
I know, he's like, what's wrong with you? He peered into my face. Lustin's crimson eyes were very close. It's nothing. I'm worried about Yuriana, so I'm going to leave now. I'll see you later.
Huh?
Run away. Fine, really. Thanks for the sandwich. I took the half-eaten sandwich and ran all the way back to Nirvana. This is weird. This is totally weird. She's like, I've come to the realization and I don't know if I like it. Lustin's face was on my mind the whole time I was running. Could it be that what? Tell us. You already know, but it's fine.
ねえ、今日は休みだし、城下に遊びに行かない？
Oh, is she feeling better now? It was Sunday. After our late breakfast and returning to our room, Yuriana smiled brightly at me.
ごめんね、心配かけて。
Yuriana.
ずっと落ち込んでてもよくないから。私が元気にしてれば、ユアンから連絡が来るんじゃないかって気がするの。
Yeah, you're right.
どれにしようかな。迷うな。
Me neither. They all look so cute. We were at a gelato wagon on Porch Street, surrounded by vibrant options. Peach, lemon, pistachio, chocolate, wine, espresso, and raspberry. Lustin bought me some last time.
じゃあ、私はレモンとオレンジ。
Then I'll have chocolate and strawberry.
はーい。
After getting our gelato, we strolled over to the port. With so few ships anchored today, we had a clear view of the horizon.
いい天気。海がきらめいている。このジェラートも久しぶり。いつもすぐ売り切れちゃうみたいで。
Oh, really?
らしいよ。私もこの街では一番好きかな。
After taking a spoonful, Yuriana looked out over the horizon.
この前、ユアンが来た時に、ここでこうやって一緒に食べた。あ、大丈夫。もう平気。遺体が見つからないのは生きてる証拠って考えることにしたから。
Yuriana held her hair blowing in the wind.
森の方に逃げ込んで、怯えたまままだ戻ってこないのかも。そういう人なの。
I haven't heard anything yet, so I better not tell her that Lustin's on it too. I also don't want her to find out about the Hawks of Dawn. He'll contact you, I'm sure of it.
だよね。
Yuriana smiled faintly as she licked her lemon gelato.
もうすぐサマルナなのにな。
Summer Luna, what's that?
ああ、そうか。初めてかな。このフロンティアで一番大きなお祭りだよ。
When is that?
今月最後の週末。
Oh, really? I was sure that they enjoyed the festival every year until now. I'm sure he'll contact you before that. Yuriana forced a smile.
でも今度のことで分かっちゃった。私やっぱり甘かったんだって。
I hope the festival in Lustin will be different than Abel's. I was really hoping like for some cute romantic date with her and Abel, but it was nothing at all really. So hopefully there's one with Lustin. That's what I want. I want it. Like we got a CG of them watching the Lancers fly into the sky. It'll be like what? A Rapunzel and Flynn Rider moment. That would go on my desktop wallpaper. Which, by the way, I haven't really changed since Cupid Parasite, the Masquerade dance. If anyone watches Cupid Parasite, I still have the Masquerade CG on my my desktop.
以前にレオニダス教官に言われたことがあったじゃない。憧れで戦場に行くなって。教官の言う通りだった。
Yuriana.
ユアンがこんなことになって初めて怖いって思った。そういう場所なんだって。あなたがあの部屋に来た時、私慰めたけど、本当はあなたの方がもっとずっと強いのかも。
No, that's not true.
情けないよね。ロカ村でもあんなに混乱しちゃって全然冷静になれなくて。これじゃニルバーナ第一体失格です。怖くて怖くて、もう二度と会えなかったらどうしようって、そればかり頭の中に浮かんで。でも昨日のあなたのお土産を食べてて思ったの。もっとしっかりしなきゃって。みんなにも心配かけちゃってるんだなって。本当にごめんね。きっと大丈夫だって、自分で兵に立ち向かうなんて絶対に思い浮かばない人だし、そういう意味では安心。
What should I do? Maybe I should share a bit of what Lustin mentioned. If Yuriana knew there was a good chance that he's still alive, maybe that would help. I was gonna say... you better not. He trusts you. But, what's going on? Suddenly, black smoke engulfed us. Felt similar to being ensnared by a demos in the forest. Oh, I forgot about this. But this time the black smoke was tightly, strangely in my throat. I turned around to see Yuriana in the same state. I totally forgot about that encounter, so I don't remember what even happened. I know Tiferet came in. He's the one that fought him off with his magic. Yuriana. I know they couldn't fight him though. I strained to break free. The smoke only thickened, becoming darker, and kept wrapping around me. The cursed sword. I attempted to move my hand, but it clung tightly, immobilizing my body, and I struggled to just stay standing. Yuriana. The black mist-like smoke invaded my mouth. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Somebody, help. Lustin. Coming to the rescue. I just know he is. That or Tiferet. I was gonna say, is that the end of the chapter? But no, there's like 2 more choices left. So I know that for a fact. It was cold. It was like touching a block of ice. Are they being captured? My mind was foggy, everything was quiet, and I felt alone. What's going on? How did this happen? Sharp pain throbbed deep in my throat. My temples and the back of my head felt heavy. That's right, I was at the port.
起きろ。 小娘。
Oh, that sounds like Richard. Something jolted my shoulder. I opened my eyes to a dull pain. Nausea surged, but I suppressed the urge to vomit.
起きろ。遊びの時間だ。
Okay, maybe not Richard. Still, they are captured like I knew it. I knew they were. At least stuff is happening. It's not following the same trend as the previous routes. I tried to rise quickly, but lost my balance. My hands and legs were tightly bound with rope, and before me was a luxurious floor I'd never seen before. She's bound too. Oh, Yuriana. I turned and saw Yuriana in the same predicament, still unconscious. You are a new person. Oh my goodness. A man stood before me, looking down with disdain. You were kidnapped? Was that smoke? Who are you? Why are you doing this? For better or for worse, this wasn't my first time waking up in an unfamiliar place and being restrained. I know, right? I remember my arrival at Nirvana as I stared down the stranger before me. I was braver now, accustomed to danger from my time with the Hawks of Dawn. Having Yuriana and me also helped. This place. I glanced around. Lavish jewels and marble adorned the elegant space. This building seems similar to Azul, but wait a second.
お前はどっちだ？
Which one are you? What's that supposed to be? Huh?
魔剣の小娘か？それとも学者の恋人か？
The scholar's lover, so he wanted both of them, I guess. I didn't know where we were or who this man was. From his outfit, I'm assuming he's relatively high in status. He might be of Ramua, like they were a common enemy, I believe, in the main route.
答えろ。どっちだ？
What's with this man? Just answer him. He knows about me and who Yuriana is.
喋れないのか？ついさっきは威勢のいい声を上げていたと思うが。
I know you can talk, you're loud. Who are you and where am I?
それをお前が知る必要はない。
I know, a restrained person is not going to get anywhere demanding answers. It's me that they're after, right? Because of the cursed sword. If I name myself, would they free Yuriana from here? No, probably not. But there was one concern. Him calling her the scholar's lover felt unsettling. I am the owner of the cursed sword.
ああ、お前の方なのか。
The man smiled coldly. I glanced around my surroundings. Seriously, where is this place? I can't believe they caught us like that.
さて、もう片方もそろそろ起きてもらわないとな。おい、起きろ。
I must wake her up. Hey, wake up. The man roughly grabbed Yuriana by her bangs and lifted her head. Oh my goodness, she's so violent. He brought her face uncomfortably close to his. Hey, don't be rough with her.
何を言っている？下賤な女にはふさわしい扱いだ。
Yuriana's eyes fluttered open.
よし、起きたな。
The man released Yuriana and she slumped back onto the marble floor. Hey, what are you going to do with us? You want my cursed sword, right? Then she has nothing to do with this, so let her go.
美しい。自分の身よりも友人を案じ助けようとするその優しい心、とても美しい。
What is he? There was a glint in his reddish eyes. Even though we never met, I felt like he harbored a deep hatred towards us.
だが、
I know, right? Like, look at, oh. He has red eyes. He has red eyes. He has a red, he has red hair dye, just like a certain other prince that we know. And there was a man that's been following him around. So I think that this man is Lustin's brother, and the people that captured them, was probably the man that was stalking Lustin. So that's what yeah. And he's been calling them lowborn, and he's of a high status. I think this is the first prince. That's my guess anyway.
あいにくと私はそういった感情が大嫌いなのだ。見ているだけでお前たちを殺したくなる。
The way he's talking, I mean, I would despise him too if I was Lustin. What?
誰なのよあなたは。バカなこと言ってないで。これほどきなさいよ。私たちをニルバーナのものとしての誘拐なの。
知ってはいるが、別にそれは重要な部分ではない。お前たち二人にとても大切な用事があるのだ。
Yuriana and I exchanged glances. Is it the cursed sword?
まあ、一応はそういうことになるか。
Then Yuriana has nothing to do with this. You have to free her. Just as I was yelling, the man's cold gaze shifted to something behind me. Huh? I didn't know what it was. In the grand hall, something was hanging from the skylight. Oh?
You are...
Hanging from the skylight?
待って。嘘。冗談。
I looked up at the ceiling. There was a young man there, blindfolded, bound, and hanging. That?
あれはな、
What does he want with him?
ダグローとロカ村のユアンという男だ。信じるか信じないかは勝手だが。静かにしろ。うるさ
い。早く下ろしてよ。助けなさい。どうしてこんなことするのよ。
利用するためだ。
Use him for what? His voice and eyes were devoid of emotion, sparking fear within me. I had faced malice in the past, but no one like this. There was no trace of any emotion other than pure hatred.
意味わかんない。
Yuriana thrashed violently. Her arms and legs were still bound, so she couldn't stand up or attack him.
早く下ろせ。下ろしなさい。ユアンは私の一番大事な人なんだから。
ほう。
Uh-oh. Don't say that. The man squinted at Yuriana's cries. I suddenly had a bad feeling about this.
一番大事な存在。素晴らしい愛だ。
何言ってるのよ。いいから早く下ろして。
まあ、セクナ。楽しい余興はこれから始まるのだ。
Show. I didn't like how that sounded, and a more ominous feeling settled over me. There aren't that many guards here. I surveyed the room. 4 at the large gate, 10 along the walls, and this man. It seemed manageable for me and Yuriana. If only I knew where we were. Regardless, I knew I shouldn't rush things. I had to calmly assess the situation.
おい。貴様はたった今、あの男が一番大事。と、そう口にしたな。
Gotta confirm it for something.
いたよ。
ならば、お前の友人である魔剣の乙女をその手で殺してみせよ。
I knew it was gonna come to something like that.
バカなこと言うのもいい加減にしなさいよ。そんなことできるわけないじゃない。
そうか。
The man lifted his hand lightly. Above, a man by the skylight held something that glinted in his hand. Gonna cut something? It was a knife. A piece of rope fell. Juan's body shook violently and spun around.
女、お前の名前は何という？
The man lightly kicked Yuriana in the knee. Goodness.
あんたなんかに答える名前なんかない。
威勢のいいことだ。またロープが切られてもいいらしい。
The knife glinted with a silvery flash.
貴様の名は？
ユリアナ。
ユリアナ。
The man's fingertips touched Yuriana's cheek. Yuriana turned her entire body to avoid him.
私は魔剣が欲しい。
You, I knew it.
だが、魔剣の所有者が死なない限り、次の所有者は現れないのだと聞いた。
Why don't you just kill her yourself then? I mean, you're the one that's standing here unbound with men to do your dirty work for you.
だからユリアナ、貴様が友を殺せ。本来なら私のこの手でその小娘を切り捨てたいところなのだが、魔剣と呼ばれる曰く付きの剣だ。過去に狂い死にした者も多いらしいじゃないか。そんな物騒なものを自分で切るのは危険もある。だからユリアナ、お前が切るのだ。
He's afraid to be cursed.
頭おかしいんじゃないの？そんなことするはずないでしょ。
切れ。
His icy tone caused my body to tense up. It was clear he harbored hatred towards us. I'm sure he desired the cursed sword, but his animosity was just as palpable. But why? Why would someone I've never even met before do this to us? Why? I mean, you have the cursed sword. It's coveted by lots of people. Good and bad people. I took a deep breath. I couldn't get caught up in his pace. I had to stay calm. Stay calm. I know, like, this is one of the scenes that has dragged on for far too long and someone needs to come save her. Probably Lustin. Tell me, did you kidnap us to do something stupid like this?
ある種の偶然だ。だが、偶然は必然。
The man glared harshly and turned to one.
あそこに吊るされている間抜けな男。そもそも私はずっとあの男が研究していることに興味があったのだ。
何それ？
あの男はこのオルテシアの歴史学者だという。そして魔剣についても調べているという。あの男が持つ魔剣の知識が私は欲しかったのだ。
ちょっと、まさかユアにひどいことしてないでしょうね。
まだしていない。今のところあの男が喋ったのは私が知り得る魔剣の知識と大差のないものだった。
I felt slightly relieved upon hearing that.
もっともお前たち次第ではどうなるかわからないが。神は私に味方した。最強にして最強の剣を手に入れれば私はこのオルテシアの偉大なる支配者になれる。
Greatest ruler, so he is of royalty somewhere.
その2つの力により西だけでなく東側のロムアでさえ思うままに蹂躙し掌握できるだろう。
He's a ruler, he's a prince of the West.
このオルテシアは私のものになるのだ。
No. I was speechless. His malice was coupled with a greater ambition than Instructor Gustav. I always thought, no matter how dangerous the cursed sword sleeping inside me was, if I controlled it, the world wouldn't head towards evil. But I was wrong.
私はあの城下にも配下を散らせている。そこで魔剣の小娘とその男の恋人らしい女が親しいという情報を得て思いついたのだ。
You're insane.
魔剣がどういった理由で宿主を選ぶのかはわからない。だがそれほどの血にまみれた剣ならば、まがまがしい力を持ったものならば、きっとこの私を選ぶ。ワイアザール次期国王の私よな。
I knew it. You're Lustin's brother. Finally we get some information. I couldn't ignore what I heard, but I couldn't believe it either. If I hazard, then you are.
ああ、そういえばお前たちのあのくだらぬ学校にいたな、この私の愚弟が。
What?
バイアザールって確か。
まだ生きているようだな。早く戦場で死んでくれればいいものを。
What the? I tried to remain calm. I did my best to do so. But upon hearing the name of that nation, I became even more bewildered.
まあ、仮にだ。もしも魔剣が私ではなく、切ったもののものになったとしても、恋人を人質にその女を傀儡にできる。
は？
調べたところ、お前は戦闘民族シャキラのものだというではないか。ならば戦力としても十分であろう。それに思ったほど姿も悪くない。鎖でつなぎ、よとぎの相手にしてやってもいい。
Oh, so you're one of those kind of guys.
冗談。
Your dream will never come true.
何か言ったか。
Did you say something? The man glared at me. I suppressed my fear and continued. Even if you do obtain the cursed sword, Queen Kiora and Nirvana will come and defeat you. When that time comes, you will...
殲滅するまで。それができるからこその魔剣だろう。あの目障りな愚弟の首を魔剣で跳ね、晒し者にしてやろう。あの気高い女王も落としてやる。
Wow, you're a terrible person. You. My words would never reach him. There was a cold and calculated look in his eyes. Those eyes almost convicted me that I had no choice but to give up. Won't let you. That was all I could cry out. I will never let you do that.
正義か。だが、私はそんなつまらないものが嫌いだ。
Get the crazed look of a bad guy on his face. Ah! I felt a sharp pain on my thigh.
何するの？
The tip of the sword pierced through my skin. It wasn't a fatal wound, but the trickling blood just spiked my fear. I'm fine, Yuriana. This wound is nothing. What? Yuriana! It was Yuriana this time. He traced the skin of her thigh with the tip, making shallow cuts as he went. And he licked the blood off of his sword.
ああ、下賤な女の体に流れるものとしては悪くない味だ。
You're a vampire now.
もう少し味わってもいいか？
What's wrong with you? Get away. Fear could easily rob one's mind of reason. You were taught in class to always stay calm and think clearly, but it was impossible. I know. Like, what were you being taught by Instructor Maya? They said that women are easily the targets of prisoners of war. And didn't she teach you how to escape? Like, how to... I don't know. I mean, you probably can't escape out of a rope with him, like, staring at you, but still. Our arms and legs were tied, and we had no way of escaping. Even still, we desperately tried to crawl away like caterpillars.
逃げるな。
Ah! The silver blade swung down at my face, and I closed my eyes. Oh? However, he had cut the ropes restraining my limbs. With my right hand free, I tried to summon the cursed sword.
魔剣で私を殺すか？だが、私が息絶える前に、あの男のロープはすべて切られるだろうな。それでも構わぬ。大事な友人の大事な恋人を見殺しにしての正義。それもまた美しい。
You coward.
なんとでも、この世界は強い切り札を多く持つ者しか勝ち抜けないのだ。
I'm ready for something else to happen. They've been talking back and forth for far too long.
それとも大事な友人をかばい、お前がこの私の手に落ちるか？その場合は誰を人質にするか。この娘でもよし。聞けばお前の母親がキオラの城にいるらしいな。
Uh-oh. That's right. You somewhere you can never touch her.
ああ、そうだ。
You just challenged him. He's accepted.
いいことを思いついたぞ。
I told you. What?
愚帝の命と引き換えはどうだ？
Exchange for your brother's life. What does that mean?
お前がこの私に隷属し、崇め、私の命通りにその魔剣を使ってくれるのなら、あいつの命だけは助けてやってもいい。
It's not a very good deal. Like, if you really wanted to kill him, you would have done so by now. The fact that you haven't is that you can't. So, that doesn't seem like a very... What?
この私が魔剣の主になるという本来の目的からは少しずれるが、それもまた一興。お前はあいつとそれなりに親しそうだ。そんなお前を貶めればあいつも。
Yeah, he would definitely come.
いい加減にして、こんなのもうたくさん。私たちを、ユアンを解放しなさい。
それはできない。
She still yelled at him to free him, but when she's all tied up and helpless. Like, we've already been through this. The man raised his hand again. Another rope holding the wand was cut. Only 2 ropes remained.
やめて。
忘れたのか？あの男を助ける方法が一つだけあるだろう。
The man's sword sliced through Yuriana's ropes. Now we were both free, but the tension and panic left us frozen in place.
お前は槍を使うらしいな。本気で戦うには槍が必要だろ？用意してやったぞ。ほら、これで友人を殺せ。
だからそんなことできないって。
それはおかしい。お前はあの男に向かってさっき叫んだではないか。一番大事な人と。一番は二つあってはならないだろう。二つとないからこその一番だろう。
違う、そうじゃなくて。
一番大事なものを守らなければ、その方法も示されているのだからな。 恋人の命が大切ではないと。
違う、どっちも大切なの。もう
Yuriana. She gonna summon the sword. About time. Like, something needs to happen. Jeez. I took out the cursed sword and gripped it.
なるほど。それが魔剣か。確かに美しい。その青い光、数えきれぬほどの血を吸ったゆえの輝きなのだろうな。
What do I do? I drew the cursed sword, but I didn't know how to win. All I knew was that he would keep hurting us until we started to fight. Yuriana, pick up your spear.
でも
We're gonna fight him.
友人と戦うと見せて私をやるつもりか？もう一度言うが、私が息絶える前に男は死ぬぞ。
And there's still two more choices. When is this scene going to end? That stopped my attention. You were at a complete disadvantage. I couldn't think of a way to escape here with one.
ほらユリアナ、やれ。
Man's sharp remark caused Yuriana to sigh out of despair. She weakly stood up and gripped the spear. Oh. Oh my goodness. Here it goes. She looks like she's, surprised? Is it fighting on its own? Or is she actually fighting her? She was nervous, yet reacted quickly. She reflexively blocked my sword and immediately counterattacked. What could I do? At least while we were trading blows, the man wouldn't harm us. But we were merely delaying the inevitable. Oh, they're doing a mock battle, I guess. Keep them entertained. He's not amused whatsoever.
何グズグズしてんだよ。みんなまとめてやっちまえばいいだろ。
He's saying no. Wilhelm's sudden intrusion startled me, making it hard to concentrate on the fight. I knew you just woke up, but please don't cause trouble right now.
どうしてだよ。こいつお前の敵なんだろ。
No. The man is the enemy. No, she isn't.
はは
I was unsure if it was good or bad timing, but if Wilhelm did help, then maybe I'd have a chance to defeat the man and the guards. However, I couldn't do anything about the man next to Juan.
せっかく起きてやったんだぞ。戦わせろよ。
Said no.
じゃあ、あの陰険そうな男ならいいだろ。さっきお前を傷つけたんだし。
Let's hurt the sly-looking guy. Not him either.
なんでだよ。
I know, why not? He's Lustin's brother.
つまらんな。魔剣の力はそんなものではないだろう。
Luckily, Wilhelm's voice wasn't audible to the others around us. I was relieved about that, at least. You've snooped around about the cursed sword, but don't know that it's unstable.
それは聞いた。だが弱い。弱すぎる。
But it's the truth.
やはりもう一本ロープを切るか。
Ah. Yuriana swung her spear while glancing up at one, and the tip grazed my sleeve. It's alright, it just grazed me.
ほら見ろ。
No.
みんな敵だ。ぶちのめせ。
Stop. Is he gonna take her over? Yuriana's face twitched at my cry. Oh, this was...
ああ、そうかよ。じゃあ俺はいらないんだな。がっかりだぜ。大暴れできると思ったのによ。
Wait, well... Just as I called out again... Something finally gonna happen?
兄上
It's finally... Oh my goodness, that scene took forever. I thought I was seeing things. The men who pushed open the extravagant door were the members of the Hawks of Dawn. He found you.
何また敵
More enemies? It's Lustin. No, they're not enemies. He was dressed in his uniform, wasn't he? Yeah, see?
ラン、無事か？
Uniform. Man silently raised his head. Hand? Ah, Lustin, above you. Eat him.
させるか？
He's got a bracelet just like his brother. I just noticed that. Lustin brought down his axe at blinding speed, cutting through the air and slicing open the thigh of the man standing next to one. Goodness.
貴様。
Lustin rushed over to us and positioned himself to protect Yuriana and me.
兄上、これはいささか冗談が過ぎませんか？
そうか？
All the members of the band helped us up as Yuriana and I exchanged glances. Salone. My eyes met Salome, and he silently bowed apologetically. So he really is Lustin's brother.
魔剣が目的ですか？これは。
そんなところだ。
では諦めてください。
お前に指示される筋合いはない。
彼女はニルバーナによって保護されています。その彼女に手を出すということは、ニルバーナにあだなすということ。それはつまり、三国に歯向かうということですよ。我がバイアザールの次期国王の振る舞いとしては、軽率すぎるのでは。
次期国王か。それは嫌味のつもりなのか、弟よ。
兄上、私は決してそのようなことを考えてはおりません。
その口が真実を告げているとは限らぬ。
The air was cold and tense, like blades of ice being exchanged between the two. Lustin's brother, Baldia, showed a kind of disdain and hatred that went beyond mere familial estrangement. Baldia. How does she know his name? They never said his name. Right? Like, I don't remember him saying his name. Like, he's always used the term for brother.
とにかく、彼女たちは返してもらいますよ。今回の件は、兄上の趣味の悪い冗談だと思っておきます。ですが、今後一切彼女に近づかないでいただきたい。
Try to take him up on it. He's willing to excuse your actions and not report you to the school.
ニルバーナからも同じ回答になると思います。
そう思うなら、この場で私を切るがいい。敵は容赦なく消さなければ。
兄上。
どうした？ほらラスティン、この兄の喉笛をその刃で切り裂いてみせよ。
兄上。
できないだろう？弟であるお前が兄であるこの私に手をかけることなど。
Probably some kind of treason to murder the first prince.
臆病者め。
Oh, wait. Also, if you did that, like, Lustin probably wouldn't be looked upon in a nice way by his subjects if he were to ascend in that manner. I was about to shout, but Lustin held me back by the shoulders.
すまない。今は追わないでくれ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I had never seen Lustin make that expression before. He was always cheerful and never seemed to harbor a dark side. But Lustin looked in pain right now. The shadow that crossed his face when we ate the sandwich wasn't just my imagination. Lustin. I felt guilty for noticing and wanted to chase it away, but I couldn't say anything.
でも間に合ってよかった。
Lustin. But then the shadow lifted and Lustin's familiar expression returned. So did his usual tone and comforting smile. Emotion surged within me upon seeing that. Aww, she hugged him. Lustin. She just broke down. I mean, she is a girl. She probably, like, everything just caught up to her at once, and she probably just broke down and her fear caught up to her. I was so happy, so relieved, the tears just wouldn't stop. Lustin.
よかっ
Aww.
た。無事で。
I think this is their first time to, like, actually touch each other. Yes.
頑張ったな。さすが俺たちの仲間だ。
Stiff.
あんたは悪運強いよ。埠頭から連れ去られるところをソロンがちょうど見てたんだ。もう大丈夫だから。
Crying. All of my pent-up emotions were released. I knew it was embarrassing to cry in front of everyone, but I couldn't stop the tears.
偉い偉い。あのクソ兄貴相手に頑張って。本当に偉い。
Lustin. His arms felt so strong and reassuring that I couldn't bring myself to pull away. I thought I had something to say, but my mind was blank. I just felt relieved and happy.
ほら、泣くな。
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
バーカ。仲間を見捨てるようじゃ失格だろ。それに。
Besides.
いや、まあこれはいいや。
Oh, come on. I mean, I guess it's not the best time in front of Yuriana and other people, but still. Eventually he'll say it. Who's this person? Oh, that must be one. I'm like, who are you? This just appears out of nowhere. The way she is chastising him, I bet that's her boyfriend.
違うって。君に隠してることなんて何もないよ。
ごまかさないで。あの男が言ってた魔剣のこと調べてるって。そのこと私には教えてくれなかったよね。
いや、だからそれは彼の誇張っていうか、別に僕は魔剣のことばかり調べてるわけじゃないんだって。
If possible, can you tell me more about that? Lustin later told us that Yuriana and I had been taken to the detached palace of Hazard. Oh? How far away is that? that sounds like a really long way away. There were many things I wanted to talk about, but we had to get away first. We returned to Green Drops. There, Yuriana exploded with emotion and fiercely demanded answers from Juan.
詳しくって言っても、多分僕は君が欲しい答えを持ってないと思うよ。あれ？もしかして自己紹介まだだよね。
He's like, wait, who were you? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I heard about you from Yuriana, so it feels like we already knew each other. I'm Lan, Yuriana's roommate at Nirvana.
おお、やっぱり君がそうなんだ。ユリアナから少し聞いてるよ。
俺はラスティン。よろしく。
He just butts it. It's like, hello, nice to meet you. Or if that's his way of saying, I'm watching you.
僕はユアン。歴史学者だよ。
そうよ。それなのに。
Juan heaved a sigh and then glanced at us.
僕の仕事は君も知っての通り、このオルテシアの歴史を調べ、まとめ上げること。
This guy's voice actor seems familiar, but I'm going to resist the urge to spend time to find out who it is. Like, I want to know, but at the same time, it's 12:30 and I want this episode to end. There's still more choices.
それは誓って嘘じゃない。ただ、その中で魔剣の記述は至るところに出てくる。
With bated breath, we waited for him to continue.
魔剣の始まりは、このオルテシア大陸の最初の王になった人物と言われている。
First king of Ortesia. Is that what's her name? King Kiora resides over? I thought Ortesia was the whole nation. Maybe I'm just getting confused because it's like been so long since I read that first chapter.
当時この大陸は他大陸から流入した民族とオルテシア大陸民が領土をめぐって争いを繰り広げていた。
Okay, yeah, that's what Queen Kiora resides over.
そんな大陸の最初の覇王になったロムルスという男が持っていたのが魔剣だったらしい。
So that's the history of it.
もう1000年以上も前のことだから、もしかしたら少し食い違ってるかもしれないけどね。
I wonder which comes first. Did he conquer the continent because of the cursed sword?
そうだよね。君もそう思うだろ？魔剣を手に入れたから覇者になれたのか、それとも覇者たる彼の持っていた剣こそが伝説の魔剣となったのか。
I leaned forward.
でもそれがまだわからないんだよね。その後の魔剣に関しては大陸のあちこちに記述が残っている。君ももう知っていると思うけど、持ち主に強大な力をもたらすと同時に精神を崩壊させる危険を持った厄介な剣だってこと。
Yes, that's what I heard. By the way, do you know who the previous owner of the cursed sword was?
はっきりとは。ここにあったっていう情報はさっきも言ったようにいくつもあるんだけど、それが嘘っていう可能性もある。
Okay, the curiosity has gotten the better of me.
文献を漁っていると、自分が魔剣の持ち主だったって語って賞金の巻き上げとかもあったらしいよ。
そういうことする人っていつの時代もいるんだね。
人ってそういうものだろ。
How about a way to master it?
そういうのは全く見なかったな。
I knew it. I was disappointed. It seemed my fate wasn't easy to change.
ただ、ロムルス以前の魔剣の記述は今のところ見つけ出せていない。だから、僕としては彼が手に入れた魔剣で大陸を制したんじゃないかなって思ってるんだけどね。
その魔剣の起こりがもうちょっと詳しく残ってればよかったのにね。
それは僕が絶対に探り出すよ。生涯かけて。
頑張って。私はもう今度のことですっかり疲れ。
まあでも、それで命拾いしたかもな。
ちょっと、どういうこと？
誘拐されてあそこに連れて行かれてさ、すぐに自白の魔法をかけられたんだよね。でも何も知らなかったから本当に。喋ってたらみんなが来る前に殺されてたかも。
ユリアナ、お前の男意外に大物だな。
そんな褒め言葉いらない。バカバカバカバカバカバカバカバカ
Oh my goodness.
私がどんなに心配したか。
Yuriana hugged Juan tightly. Lustin quietly led me out of the room. Give them some privacy.
いやー、あのユアンもユリアナみたいなやつ相手で大変だな。
I think they make a good couple.
まあね。
It was close to dawn. The town was so utterly quiet, only our voices broke the silence. Speaking of which, I hugged him without thinking. She's finally realized it. So I glanced at Lustin's profile. He didn't tease me about it at the palace or on the way back. I was thankful, but I also felt a little sad. Lustin, thank you for coming to rescue me. It didn't feel awkward, but I couldn't carry on the conversation, so I thanked him again.
当然だろ。ああ、でもこの後に及んでなんだけど、ユリアナにはダンのことは内緒な。
She almost did.
あくまでも俺が親しい知人たちに応援を頼んだってことで。
Yeah, I know.
でも連れ去られていくのを見たのがソロンでよかった。不幸中の幸いってやつだな。マントはかぶってたらしいけど、利休の衛兵の鎧に見覚えがあったって。
Guards. Does that mean Stallone also used to be at the royal palace at Biohazard too? After coming this far, my thoughts began to clear. The silver lining, that it was Lustin's older brother who kidnapped us. It could have meant that too. Otherwise, no one would have known where we were taken, and it would have been far too late. I wouldn't have been rescued so quickly. I better go thank Stallone and everyone else again. The close friends dropped us off at Green Drops and vanished into the night. Ida also left over giving us first aid. Maybe it was their way of being considerate.
あいつらはそんなこと気にしないって。むしろもっと大暴れしたかったって残念がってた。
A bigger mess. Oh dear. Lustin grinned and I smiled back in response.
なんて。
Huh?
今回は本当にすまなかった。もう謝ってどうこうのレベルじゃないけど。
Lustin's somber expression shifted the atmosphere between us. Should I ask him about his brother? But Lustin wasn't directly responsible for the kidnapping. Okay, so we're gonna ask about Baldia, but first we're gonna stay quiet. It's not a save. I still couldn't believe that the man was really Lustin's older brother. They were complete opposites from looks to character. He truly despised his brother from looks. It was the looks that gave him away to me. I wanted to ask him about it, but I couldn't find the proper words.
あのさ、兄貴のこと、もう少し時間くれないかな。
He knows you want to ask.
あんな目に合わせてこんなこと言って、本当に我ながら最低だと思うんだけど。
It's alright.
さすがにちょっと心の整理しないと無理っぽくて。卑怯なこと言ってるよな。あんな危ない目に合わせたのに。
It's alright, Lustin. Let's go back up. Alright, we're gonna ask. I made up my mind and decided to ask. Lustin, about your older brother. In that moment, Lustin's summer expression grew even heavier, leaving me speechless.
ごめん。
Oh?
もう少し時間をくれないか。こんなこと言えた義理じゃないんだけど、もう少し心の整理をしたいっていうか。
Alright. Sorry for asking so suddenly.
いや、あんな目にあったら普通聞くだろ。つうか、普通はもう捕まえるべきだよな。卑怯なこと言ってるよな。あんな危ない目に合わせたのに。
It's alright, Lustin.
平気じゃないよ。あんたがそうやって平気だって嘘ついても、俺は全然平気じゃない。
Lustin.
ただ、すぐには全てを話せないんだ。
Being so mysterious. There's only 2 chapters left.
本当にごめん。
Behind Lustin's first smile, I saw the vanishing moon. Lustin had circumstances I didn't know. I wanted to learn more, but it hurt realizing we weren't close enough for that.
なんて顔してんだよ。
His sly look.
ごめん。あんたのことが信頼できないとかじゃないんだ。むしろ俺は誰よりもあんたのことを信頼してると思う。だからこそ簡単に打ち明けられない。あんたに心配かけたくないから。
Yeah. In truth, I wanted him to say it. Being told that was more painful. It only made me worry about him even more. But I wasn't brave enough to press further. All I can do was muster up a smile.
あ、無事だったか。
I'm actually disappointed that the relationship hasn't gotten any closer yet. Like in the first chapter, where, yeah, just the first chapter, chapter 6. Actually, a little bit of chapter 7 too, when they were doing the Hawks of Dawn stuff. He was teasing her and he was getting close to her and he was flirting with her, but now it's kind of like chapter 8 is a standstill. They're not really getting any closer. Like, both of them have the feelings, they know that it's there, but none of them are acting upon it now. It's like they're hesitating. Upon returning to Nirvana, Instructor Alias rushed over to us.
2名、無事に救出しました。ご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ありません。
I'm gonna make you sweep the hall again.
らしくないな、ラスティン。やけに今夜は塩らしいじゃないか。2人とも無事でよかった。でもないか。少し怪我をしてるね。
It's been treated, so I'm fine. I apologize for making you worry. I will take any punishment.
無断外泊ではないから罰掃除はないよ。
Instructor Alias patted both Yuriana and me on the shoulder to cheer us up. Lustin then stepped forward from behind us and bowed deeply.
本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
I know what's going on.
今回の件に関しては本当に2人に迷惑をかけたと思っています。いかなる罰も覚悟しています。
それも違うだろう、ラスティン。君が罪を犯したわけではない。むしろ君は仲間を救い出した勇敢な功労者だ。
Lustin took a breath before glancing at us.
当然のことです、それは。
He stubbornly kept that attitude. I remembered the morning after I passed out from the alcohol. He always tried to take all the blame, which made him look strong but also pitiful.
ラスティン。基本的にニルバーナは内政干渉はしない方針ではある。だからこの件に関しては、ひとまず学内では私の胸中に留める。
はい。
他の教官にはこのことはまだ連絡していない。君たちは私の急な使いでバイアザールに赴いたことになっている。ただ明日、君たち一人一人に改めて事情を聞く。その後に改めてキオラ様に報告をするつもりだ。最終的な判断はキオラ様に委ねる。
Yes.
はい。
わかりました。
ただラスティン、私たちには君たちを守る義務がある。いや、守りたいと思っている。
教官。
今回の誘拐で君は学校側からの援軍は必要ないと言ったね。それを飲んだのは君の友人たちを信頼しているからだよ。頼もしい仲間じゃないか。噂は耳に届いているよ。
She thinks that Stallone is from Biohazard. I wonder if these group of people, if some of them are from Biohazard, like aligned or sided with Lustin. Like, this happens sometimes where not everyone agrees that the crown prince should be the crown prince, and there's like a group of people that believe another prince should be crowned instead. And I wonder if that group of people is who he leads under the guise of vigilante night dwellers or whatever. The Hawks of Dawn. That must be about the Hawks of Dawn, right? Instructor Alias knew about them. I almost said that out loud, but Yuriana was still there. I feigned calmness and looked down.
ただ正直なところ、君の兄上がこれで諦めるとは思えない。君の考えを聞かせてくれ。もちろん今でなくともいい。考えるための時間が必要だろうからね。
はい。
では各自部屋に戻りなさい。疲れたろ。ゆっくり休むといい。
As soon as I stepped into the room that felt like home, I suddenly was overwhelmed with fatigue. We're finally back. Yuriana shrugged her shoulders widely. Oh, you can take a bath first. I'll...
ごめんね。
は？
あの利休で私あんなこと言って。
Yuriana.
謝って済むことじゃないけど。ごめん。
Yuriana. I quietly held Yuriana's hand. Don't be silly, you didn't offend me at all.
でも信じてね。私はあなたのことも本当に大切に思ってる。私の一番大切な友達。
Thank you, that makes me happy. You're my best friend too, Yuriana. I thought to myself while I answered, what if I was in her shoes? The same thing happened to me. In that moment, I thought of a certain someone, though. I was somewhat aware of this already, except... If anything, I should be sorry that I got you involved in my curse sword issue.
そんなの気にしてないよ。巻き込まれたなんて全然思ってないから。
Then this issue is over.
だね。これからもよろしくね。
Of course.
そういえば、エリアス教官が言ってた仲間って、利休に助けに来てくれた人たちだよね。
Yeah, I think so.
あんな知り合いがいるなんて、ちょっと驚き。
So, it's the... Maybe he has a strong sense of justice. First, we're gonna say me too. I'm sorry, Yuriana. I didn't want to lie to her, but I could never let her know about the Hawks of Dawn. I was surprised too. Maybe Lustin met them during his nightlife.
抱きついてた。
She jumped into his arms. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's probably gonna say that either way. So...
あんな知り合いがいるなんて、ちょっと驚き。
Maybe he has a strong sense of justice. He might have met them while enjoying his nightlife. He does know a lot of people.
抱きついてた。
I know, let's talk about this.
否定はさせない。
That's because...
しかも、ラスティンも普通にしてるし。
Acted like it's normal. That's because... After she pointed that out, I suddenly felt embarrassed about the whole thing. Since Lustin didn't say anything, I thought I should keep it to myself. And now that she said it out loud, I realized how careless my actions were.
すでにもう完全なる意思の疎通ができているということかな
Does it imply what it's implying? No, that was because I was so relieved, and
ふーん
you were scared too, right, Yuriana?
それはもちろん怖かったし、あんな目には二度と会いたくないよ。でも、それとはまた別のような。
There isn't, that's all I can say.
そうかな
Yeah, I swear.
まあ今夜はこれ以上の追求は避けます。
She doesn't believe you. She's like, I want to get to the bottom of this.
じゃあ先にお風呂を使わせてもらうね。早く出るからね。
No rush, take your time. Now that I was alone in the room, his face came to mine even clearer than before. Oh no, I think I'm completely aware now. You're in love with him. A soft sigh slipped from my lips. I thought I was tired, but my heart felt awfully light. I lay down in bed and closed my eyes. His figure, his voice, and the feel of his body when I hugged him came flooding back. Oh, really? But I guess he was just being kind. He didn't say anything after all. Well, he was going to, but he stopped himself. So, he was kind to everyone. He was good at making girls happy, and he was my friend. Or is this just what trust among friends feels like? You'll be in love before you know it. Is that Shelley's words? Yep. Shelley said as if he knew it all. I should have asked back then about what love actually is. Bah, I should just forget about it for now. Forget about it. We have 2 more chapters left. It's fine. Gelato and lips. Oh my goodness. What is the next chapter about? I don't even want to know. And judging by the choices, it gives me no spoilers whatsoever. So that's good at least. I don't like spoilers. I read them ahead of time just because I'm curious, and it's just right there in front of me anyway. There is another save file in the next episode. But yeah. Gelato and lips. It's the most strange title that this game's ever had so far. Anyway, that's the end for this episode. It's really long. I did spend a long time trying to figure out who Juan's voice actor was, only to find out that I think it's a girl voice actor, which 2 websites said it was, but his voice actor doesn't sound like a girl's voice actor. Like, Japanese girls has a really high-pitched voice, and I know that girl characters do play boys, but they usually play younger boys, and this character is an older boy, and he has a deeper tone that I don't know if a girl could pull off or not. Maybe she can. She's really, really good at what she does, but anyway, I tried to find her on IMDb, and I couldn't find anything else that she voiced that I knew, so I just left it alone. I didn't say anything. It did take probably 10 to 15 minutes out of this recording to look it up because I didn't pause it, so my record time is not accurate. So I know it's not going to take very long to edit. It's probably only going to be like an hour and a half, but still, I don't want to edit it tonight. It's 1 o'clock and I'm tired. So I took a nap, but it was only an hour nap, and it was from like 8:30, almost an hour and a half, 8:30 to 9, or 10, 8:30 to 10. And then my husband came and woke me up when he went to bed. But I know it's going to put me to sleep if I try to edit it, because some of the spots in this episode just dragged on. Like, I said this in Abel's, but there's just some areas where they spend way too long talking about it and nothing happens. I was excited that they got kidnapped. I'm like, oh my goodness, things are happening. But then they just talked and he provoked her over and over again. I think he told her to kill Lan like 5 times, and she's like, no. And he's like, do it, or I'm gonna kill your boyfriend. And she's like, no. And he's like, do it. I'm just like, what? Like, come on. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.